God damn it. Yo, Fikey, how's it going, bro? Bro, the problem is I can't even find I don't know how to actually change the title. Can you see any title on the video, by the way? First of all, can you hear me? I don't even know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, can you let me know if there's like a title of the video? Okay, thank God. That's good. You don't see any title. The thing is, I don't see any option. I want to name it like a UFC 323, and then we can just talk about it. Maybe if I just... Oh, fuck, man. I was not even trying to do that. Retouch, highlight, video effects, flip, close. Let me do one thing, actually. Start up. Oh, I got a new option. Wait 1 second. By the way, bro. Oh, fuck, I deleted that. Oh, yeah, it's still there. That's what I was saying. There's no title. Chat filter, top messages. Okay, I don't know about it. Let's just talk about it. By the way, it's giving me the option to start a poll. It's also giving me the options to name the person who is my first, who has added the most comments. So top messages from the filter. Oh, you can't vote? I think I deleted it probably. Let me just start it again. Let me just start. I can also start a Q&A, by the way. Who will win at UFC 323? Mirab Yan. Okay, I think you should be able to see it now. Ah, fuck, I deleted it. Damn. Let me do it again. Okay, it should be fine this time. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just need to figure out how to change the title of the video. That's the only thing I need to figure out. Every other option I can actually see. I can upload a highlight as well, which I think I might have already uploaded a highlight of 45 seconds by mistake, in which I didn't say anything at all. Okay, by the way, do you have any opinions on like how Merab is gonna win this fight? Because I was thinking about this fight. If you watch the fight back again, the first fight that they had, Merab shot more than 40 takedowns, but he was only able to take him down 5 times. So I think we over exaggerated when we said he ragdolled Peter Yan. He dominated him, but it was like he took him down 5 times. It wasn't like, oh, he took him down 50 times. Thanks, man. Do you have any opinions, by the way, random entertainer? Do you have any opinions on Merab Dvalishvili versus Peter Yan? Yes, how's it going? That's my first live, by the way, guys. I'm still trying to figure out how to work the functions. You think domination, even in the second fight? Do you see a finish, by the way? Because we have seen Merab has actually developed the ability to actually improve it. He's improved his submission offense as well, which we didn't see him in the past, but we saw against O'Malley in the second fight. He was able to get a choke from the, what is it called, like a ninja choke, reverse ninja choke. Oh no, we are talking about UFC actually. I'm not a big fan of football, man. I can give you like basic knowledge. I only watched football until Messi was playing in Barcelona, which is like a long time ago, to be honest. I don't follow football anymore. I can, yeah, fight. I can do other functions. I can do Q&A. I can do polling. I can upload a highlight while I'm doing the live. It's only the title I don't know. I'm trying to like look at it. By the way, if any of you guys have ever done a YouTube live, do you guys know how to change the title on a YouTube live? I've never actually done it. This is my first time. Do, 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 do. I personally think, oh my God, this guy's coming in. I know, I see it. I see the haters here. Definitely, the thing is, because this guy's a football fan, and I'm doing the UFC streaming. Obviously, he's gonna say this is an L stream. Okay, you can ask me any football questions, by the way. Now that I'm gonna be able to answer any of the questions, but just ask me anything. That's why you're jealous, bro. I'm the sexiest man on the planet. That's what I'm gonna say. Q&A. I think I'm gonna have to delete the poll to be able to start Q&A again. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it as like Marab 100%. All right, I'm gonna finish the poll. Who's better, Messi or Ronaldo? I'm gonna go for Messi, dude. That's not even a question. Sam, if you want to, okay, Sam is not even in the stream, by the way. I'm gonna say Messi, man. If you're comparing the stats, uh, thanks, Mike. If you're comparing the stats between Messi and Ronaldo, there's not even a competition. Like, look at the number of people are always looking at what? No. People are always looking at the number of goals, right? Ronaldo's got like how many more goals? Probably like 60 more goals than Messi, but how many matches has he played more than Messi? Messi is going to be able to take over him in like a few years when Ronaldo actually retires. Bro, compare the number of assists, bro, because you're just looking at the number of goals overall. Compare the number of assists. Messi has got 150 more assists than Ronaldo. Ronaldo is not even in top five when it comes to the number of assists. Messi is killing the competition. Messi's Ronaldo, yeah, I agree with this take. Ronaldo is a better athlete. Messi was in a better team. Messi was in a better team. Okay, which one are you referring to, by the way? Are you referring to Barcelona or Argentina? If you're referring to Argentina, I'm gonna say in the last World Cup, Portugal actually had a pretty decent squad. Oh, no, 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 no. It wasn't one man army. Which one was one man army? He played in Real Madrid for a long, long time. All the Champions League that he won over there, it was because of Ronaldo was a great player, but he had great support from the team. If you even if you're referring to Portugal, it was not a one man army. Last in the last World Cup, they had a decent squad. In the Euro before that, they had a very decent squad. It's not like Argentina was without Messi, they would have won anything. They wouldn't have won anything without Messi. I'm gonna start a Q&A, by the way. Who's a better footballer, Messi or Ronaldo? All right, you guys answer. Okay, Ronaldo has good free kicks, all right? But I'm gonna ask you, Ronaldo has more powerful free kicks. So if you're talking about like 10 years ago, maybe like let's say 15 years ago, when you're talking in the free kicks department, Ronaldo versus Messi wasn't even a competition. It wasn't a question. Ronaldo was much better than Messi when it comes to the free kicks because Ronaldo had like a strong, very fast sort of like a shooter free kick. But if you look at in the past few years, I would say Messi was able to make improvements in his free kicks. So when he was playing for PSG or let's say the later years of Barcelona, and even now, his free kicks are amazing, bro. The guy's calling. He doesn't have the same speed in the free kick. He doesn't have like a shooter free kick like Ronaldo, but Messi has been able to curl the ball. He's been able to do it on many occasions. He's been able to score a lot of goals on the free kicks. And I just know it. You can actually watch the highlights of it. So now the question of whether who's got the best free kicks, who's got better free kicks, outside Messi is pretty much there. And dribbling skills are not even comparable. Everybody knows Messi is the best dribbler in the history. I'm not even talking about like comparing to Ronaldo. Messi is the best dribbler in the history of this planet. You had Maradona was a pretty good dribbler. Pele was a pretty good dribbler, but everything is on record. The highlight is on record. Yeah, he does. He does. I agree. He had like some good shots. Uh oh my God, Messi is the best. Messi is a goat, man. This is where we're agreeing. Actually, see, football actually unites people together. Messi is the goat. By the way, is it not letting you vote, or are you not doing voting on purpose? I want to find out. Could you do Liverpool accent, please? Bro, I swear to God, I'll beat you, bro. No one can actually come close. I would take any. What was the Darren Tell's interview when he was like, "I'll beat anyone. I'll take the challenge from anyone. Tarn Woodley, I'm coming for you." It's not even letting me. Maybe it's because it's an Android. Okay, maybe it could be a problem because of that. There you go. People hate Messi in the. Some people just hate Messi in the chat. Okay, by the way, random entertainer, if you can give me one reason why Ronaldo is better than Messi, other than the free kicks, because free kicks we have like fully debunked that argument. Okay, by the way, do you guys follow UFC? Sam, I don't. I know you don't watch it to that extent. Oh, both of those guys came from nothing. It's not like Messi was a rich guy. So Messi started in Barcelona. I mean, you could have an argument that for Ronaldo it was a little bit harder because he didn't actually start from Real Madrid. But again, Messi had to work hard for this, and you could have an argument saying that Ronaldo is physically more athletic. He was genetically gifted, whereas Messi actually had to take testosterone levels. He had to get his growth hormones high to actually be able to play. He was the shortest guy. He wasn't as strong as Ronaldo. So you could have the same argument for Messi as well. Like Messi had to work his way up to get his physical strength up. Okay, guys. By the way, do you guys watch any of this? Do you guys watch tennis? Do you want to talk about tennis? Yeah, yeah. And by the way, bro, this argument about like a Ronaldo is humble, right? Okay, I've seen Ronaldo being humble, where Ronaldo is actually meeting some of the UFC athletes, is meeting Khabib, and it looks like he's a very humble guy. He's a very decent human being outside. Not always. Look at his attitude on the pitch. You can find multiple videos of Ronaldo just playing dirty with the players and then just arguing with them non-stop. Even when he was in Manchester United, some people actually said that he had ego issues. And even now, like when he comes on, this guy comes on Piers Morgan show and he says that I am the best footballer. And then it looks like he's like, I'm not saying that he's jealous of Messi, and maybe it's good to have that mentality where you think that you're the best, but it looks like he tries to like devalue Messi sometimes. So I'm not gonna say that he's the most humble human being. Yeah, but if it's okay, it's internal part of the game, but at the same time, it's like if he's playing dirty, right? That still matters. Okay, I don't know if Ronaldo was a cleaner at one point. I'm not sure about that one. Uh, Rape allegations. I've not followed the recent rape allegations, by the way. What is that about? One thing I would say, like, I want to say something good about Ronaldo, actually. One good thing I would say that he had like a very pro-Palestinian stance, and even if it's something that is political and it's not related to the sports and like it's about humanity, Ronaldo is the one who actually takes a stance, whereas Messi is kind of quiet on those issues. And maybe he doesn't politics doesn't interest him. So I'm not gonna say anything negative about Messi. But Ronaldo definitely has that positive quality where he's willing to take a stance. Even though he could get hate from some of the people, he could lose some of the people, he could lose some of his followers, but he's willing to take a stance. That I can give him. Okay, you don't talk about Ibrahimovic. Man, I love this guy. Watch his videos actually. Yeah, he's got the most attitude. Yeah, even all the comments. Like he's like the Tony Ferguson of football, but people are like when Tony goes there, when Tony opens the door with his elbow and like all of this stuff, and like with Ibrahimovic, it's kind of the same. Wait, Messi went to Israel. I feel like somebody was telling me, but I don't know. Did he recently go to Israel, or was that like a long time ago? Oh yeah, if you're talking about like if you're talking about tennis, okay, so Federer or Nadal, are we saying that those two are the best ones? Do you not want to put anybody else in the debate? Do you not want to talk about like do you not want to talk about Novak Djokovic? Do you not want to talk about the new talent like Carlos Alcaraz or Jannik Sinner? So if you're talking about like Federer Nadal, there's two ways to actually look at it. If you're looking at the French Opens on like the clay court, Nadal is the best. No one even comes close. This guy's won multiple Grand Slams. Federer overall, I would say the best, the most technical player of all time, but physically Nadal was better. Like you could see the matches between Federer and Nadal. Federer was such an elegant player. Even the backhand that he would play with one hand. He had beautiful shots. Nadal, on the other hand, even though he was a great player, I would say physically he was better than any other player. He wasn't getting tired. He would play 5 sets like easy. He was strong with the shots. So I would say probably Federer technically, pure technique Federer. But if you want to put like the overall variety and you want to say who is the greatest player of all time, I'm going to say Djokovic. The reason I'm going to say is that Djokovic had the hardest time. When Federer actually came, he didn't have hard competition. Sampras was at the end of his career. You have Agassi. Agassi was at the end of his career. Lytton Hewitt wasn't as good as like the competition that Djokovic is facing right now. You had Andy Roddick wasn't as good as the competition that you're facing right now. So Federer in the first few years he had easy, but then Nadal came, Djokovic came. That's when the competition actually got tough. Whereas Djokovic, when he came, Federer was Federer was the first. Federer was there. Nadal was there in their primes, and then he had to face competitions from the new coming guys as well. Like not right now, he cannot win any tournaments, any Grand Slams. First of all, because he's quite old. He's probably like 38 years old. But the competition that he's getting from like Carlos Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner, they're great players. So he had it difficult. I would say Djokovic is the greatest player. Combining the athleticism with the technique, all of it, and the accomplishments that this guy made. Not to mention that this guy was banned from playing some of the tournaments because he didn't take the vaccine. What do you know? There's nobody behind me. What are you guys talking about? Bro, need to wake up at 3:45. Gonna go to sleep. Okay. All right, man. Have a good one. Have a good one. Okay, guys. For my first stream, I would say it wasn't a bad stream. And I'm not talking about like the number of people who actually joined the stream. We actually had good chat in the stream, and I might be able to upload some of the content from that stream. So we can probably talk for like 4 or 5 more minutes, and then we can actually say goodbye. That was just to like experiment. Any other thing? So Sam, do you agree with my take? By the way, do you think Federer is like the most technical player of all time? But when you talk about like the greatest player of all time, it's not just about the technique. It's about there's a lot of other factors. It's about like you're gonna put the physicality, you're gonna put the athleticism, you're gonna put like the determination to win. So who's gonna win the Premier League this season? I mean, it looks like Arsenal's got this. Not sure though. Maybe next time we can actually make content about this. We can discuss it next time. But by discussing with the people from the experience, I would say Arsenal. It looks like Arsenal's got this one. Definitely not Liverpool though, or Manchester United. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, GOAT is a different conversation. By the way, we might see a new GOAT. There's only because previously we had three people just winning trophies, right? So you had Federer, Djokovic, Nadal. Those three were winning the trophies. Right now we only got two. We got Jannik Sinner and Alcaraz. So for like the last 2 years, these guys have won all 8 Grand Slams, and the total Grand Slams that Alcaraz have won are six. He's already won 6 Grand Slams because he won Grand Slam the year before that as well. He won two. And then Jannik Sinner has won 4 Grand Slams. And by the way, let me just spit a fact in front of you. Alcaraz and Sinner have played 3,100 something points against each other. So like 3,000 something points against each other. And they have scored exactly the equal number of points against each other. So they've scored like 1,500 something points against each other, which is insane. That is crazy. Like these guys are so evenly matched. If you actually watch their matches, you would be surprised how evenly matched they are. Okay, now I'm gonna have to hold my phone. Okay, am I missing something, by the way? 1 second. Sign means. Could you please elaborate? Dude, I'm gonna tell you, by the way, one thing. This one actually, there's something wrong with this one. This one goes off without anything happening, and it's happened like multiple times. Like the other day when I came, it was already beeping, and it's happened twice with me and my brother in the room. Like when we were sleeping literally like 3 o'clock at night, it would just start beeping, and because of nothing, literally we didn't even have the heating on. We had nothing on, and then it just happens. Nobody was cooking, nothing. Do 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 do. Duel as like a fight duel, or do you want to do like a sort of like a friendship duel? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me just ask one last question. I'm actually gonna make a poll. Let me come up with something else. We discussed tennis, we discussed MMA a little bit, we discussed football, and we can discuss one last thing for like last 2 minutes. Is anybody watching cricket at the moment? I get to pick a weapon, and the smoke detector. Smoke detector doesn't have to pick a weapon. Smoke detector can just blow itself. I think that'll be. You know what the weapon for the smoke detector is? It's taking your sound away. That's a weapon to keep itself quiet. Because if there is actually actual smoke, if the fire actually come, if there is fire and the smoke detector keeps his mouth shut, I die. Right? So smoke detector is winning this one. Okay, we're just gonna delete this one. Okay, I'm starting a poll. All right, guys, I'm giving you one last chance, actually. I'm high. Why? Yeah, I mean, I was serious. If I'm picking a weapon, I'm picking what weapon am I gonna do? I'm not gonna be able to do anything with the smoke detector. I'm gonna blow it up. All right, I blow up the smoke detector. Smoke detector is dead. And then what happens? Smoke detector is just shut down. So if there is any fire in the room, I'm not gonna be able to find out, right? So who am I hurting? I'm not winning this. There's no winning in it for me. Mike Torres or GSP? Wait, I'm gonna have to Google Mike Torres actually. I could not find Mike Torres, by the way. I could not find Micah Torres, by the way. Yeah, I was googling. That's why. Okay, by the way, I could not find Micah Torres. I think you might have miswritten it. But yeah, if it's an MMA fight, nobody's beating GSP except John Jones. Maybe I was watching GSP's fights the other day. GSP is amazing. He is the ability to actually mix it up. I don't think anybody's done it better. Islam Makhachev is kind of doing it on a similar level right now, but he was able to shoot the takedowns when he needed. He was able to take NCAA wrestlers down when he had no wrestling background before starting MMA. He had high level jiu-jitsu. He was able to pass guards against BJ Penn, and BJ Penn is a high level black belt. And George St. Pierre's striking is pretty good. He dropped Bisping when he moved to 185, so he dominated 170. He moved to 185. He won the championship over there. No, Prime McGregor does not beat GSP. Look, here's the thing about GSP, right? Prime McGregor would have a shot against GSP and is getting lucky. If he drops him very soon in the fight as a shot, we saw GSP had 2 losses in the UFC, but he was able to avenge both of those losses. So the losses that he had, it's not like he got dominated in the losses. He got caught against Matt Hughes. He got caught against Massera. Massera just dropped him with one punch. But you saw what happened in the rematches. He destroyed both of those guys. And it wasn't even close. So could Prime McGregor beat GSP? If he gets lucky, maybe he does. But most probably GSP mauls him because GSP style is so bad for McGregor. GSP was able to dominate people in the wrestling department. McGregor doesn't have the best wrestling takedown defense. I think GSP would have just taken him down, mauled him. GSP striking, because GSP was like an outside striker, right? So it wasn't even easy to catch GSP with the strikes. Like I'm pretty sure he would have been able to play outside, kick McGregor from outside. McGregor would have been able to kick him. And then when McGregor tries to close the distance, GSP shoots for a takedown, take him down. GSP had vicious ground and pound. His ground control was really good as well. He was able to pass guards. And one thing about GSP is that he could shoot takedowns in the center of the cage and he could dominate in the center of the cage. So I would say definitely GSP beats him. Okay, I'm gonna say bye. And then hopefully we'll just keep doing this. In the future we can actually do it. All right, man. Maybe Sam, next time, you know what we can do? We can actually set up a debate. So like normally we record the content of like football sometimes, so like on Teams. Next time what we can do is we can do like a live stream sort of debate. I don't know if few people can actually join the same stream. Does it give you the option to actually join? By the way, before I leave, does it give you the option to actually join the stream or to even ask for permission? Because I was thinking if we're doing like recording like a football content, maybe what we can do is we can have like topics in mind and we can do it live. And then if the fans, if we're doing it at like a good time, maybe like a let's say like an afternoon time or like a morning time, maybe other people can join as well and maybe they can ask questions and we can start polling and stuff and then we can discuss those topics. So like 2 or 3 topics that we have, we can do like a half an hour event or like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And then I think the good thing with the streaming is that it actually gives you the ability to actually save the stream as well, which I'm going to find very soon. But you can also upload some of the clips while you're doing the streaming on your channel. So just let me know if you want to do it. But have a good one. Oh yeah, that's also fine. Yeah, because if I have the stream on, right, and then I'm trying to think of it actually. Yeah, if I have the streaming on and I have you on the call, but if I have you on the speaker, then other people are going to be able to hear as well. Yeah, that's also one of the ways. Okay, man, have a good one. Holy shit. Okay, I can do that. All right, bye. Bye, guys.